Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome back to the KW CommandMC 66-Day Challenge 2.0. Today is day 62, and we're going to talk about one of the most crucial steps in your weekly soft close and month-end closing process, validating your listings taken metrics. It is important that the units and volume of your listings taken for the month are correct. The list price on your listings taken is what will count for that. So let me walk you through the process here. So as part of your soft close or your month-end close, right, you'll come to this month-end close tab and go to overview, right? Right away, I can tell there's something up with my listings taken here in early July. We have 5 listings taken for $103 million. So we have a couple adjustments to make. So I'm going to click listings taken. This is going to take me to a quick production report of the listings that are coming in. And so right away, you see a couple examples here. Our friend Steve has apparently listed 2010 Moose Cross Circle, which, if I remember right, is a pretty big house that Newt Rockne built twice in our internal actives here. And so one of these can't be right. One of them's $100 million, one of them's $395,000, right? So what I like to do is I will download a copy of this report as a PDF. I will also grab a report from my MLS of here's all the listings we've taken for the time I'm measuring, right? So because it's early July in the time machine that is this demo account, I would look for all listings any of my market centers took in any of my agents took in the market center between July 1st and July 10th, right? So I'm going to download this report. It's going to come down as a PDF. I like doing paper for this, guys. I will print this out and cross off the ones and highlight the ones that I know I need changed, cross off the ones that look pretty good after I go through each one. So we're going to use this over here. Cool. And so now that you have this list, we now have to go into the listings tab to make our adjustments, right? So you want to compare this inventory to what your MLS is saying. You may run into duplicates if you have agents who put the same listing into multiple MLSs. You may have duplicates because an agent started it as an internal active and then put it in the MLS. You may have duplicates because they had a deal go under contract. That contract fell through, and so they relist it in the MLS. Is that the same listing? I would think so, right? They still have the same agreement with the seller. It's they couldn't come to agreement and close with a potential buyer. So I would create a custom report in the MLS for those listings, but let me show you how I search here. So I start with the filter and I go right away to listings taken period. So this case, we're in the month of July. So I'm going to type in July. Today, you have to search multiple periods in this. So I like to search future periods because most of the time you can't, in most MLSs I'm aware of, you can't take a listing in the future, right? You have to have an active agreement. And so I want to see all of our listings for July. Great. I see all 5 of my demo account listings here. So the first thing I want to look for, right, is are the prices correct? So it's very clear here, right? They spent several, I don't even know how many millions renovating Notre Dame Stadium. So I'm actually going to say this one's incorrect, but for our metrics, we're going to get rid of this one. So the listings taken units is this total count so far. The listings price is going to be based on the original list price, not the current list price. So what I will do typically is sort this by price first, right? Chances are it's an extra 0 because Mike can't type sometimes, right? So I can use these 3 dots over here to either edit this listing to fix my mistake, right? I can choose, hey, this one was relisted. We already counted it in a previous month, so don't count it again this month. Or if this listing should have never been here, then I'm going to delete it. Usually this is my last resort, right? If it's an internal active that should never have been typed in, like when you're teaching as a demo, then you delete it. When in doubt, I like to keep it as a relist just in case. So this one, I do want to show you what happens when you click delete. So when you click delete, it's going to ask you, hey, are you sure you want to remove this listing from the database? I'm going to say yes. It's going to say listing is removed, and there's very little trace it was ever here. Does that make sense? So the other thing I look for is what are my duplicates? Now, this is a little tougher because you can't quite sort by agent address here. And this filter set I have essentially tells me, hey, I just need to see what's here. And so what I will do is I will take my PDF report that I printed out and I will search for my duplicates here, right? So I will type in the address if I really need to, right? Especially for internal actives, I'll look for this. So I'm looking for 110 East 2nd Street. Okay, great. That's my only copy of it. Cool. I'm going to mark that off on my list as, hey, I found it. This is the only copy we've ever had of it, right? Same for 8520 Birmingham. Great. I'm feeling Barton Springs is here. Cool. And then, right, the last one on my list is 2010 Moose Cross Circle. So let's say this is a duplicate, right? Because it's a relist. And so I want to exclude this from my listings taken period. Because let's say this was listed in a previous month. When I say relist, all it's going to do when I click that is say this listing has been removed from this period. So since we've removed 2 listings, when I hit month end close, I should see 3 listings taken now for 3 million. And I know from comparing my notes from earlier, this is the accurate number of listings taken so far in this month. By keeping up with this task weekly, you save yourself from having to go through possibly hundreds of listings taken at the end of the month. And you're able to report accurate numbers so your leadership team can look ahead, especially as we get to the 4th quarter, on what agent activity is happening and what you need to adjust to ensure you have a profitable market center each and every month. So that's it for today when it comes to validating your listings taken metrics. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into the Katy invoice here and really talk about what to use it for, how you can make sure your numbers are in balance here on key metrics, and how you can have accurate agent billing. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.